Hello, Johnson Hesp here. We're playing some DayZ at the moment. I've just logged on to a server and I'm a new spawn and I've just run up into this wooded area from the coast. I don't really remember what happened to my other character. I may have died and lost everything. It was a while ago, so I don't really remember what happened. The first thing about coming back to this game after a while is my FPS is quite low, lower than it should be, especially when recording. Giant rock over there. I can only assume, and I have talked to a few friends that understand games and gaming design a lot more than me. I think they've made it so that the foliage spawns server side rather than defined by your graphic settings. So I'm guessing that's why my FPS is low, especially when recording this. So my game doesn't look as good as it used to. And the FPS is 29, 30 at the moment, which isn't great, but we'll adapt, we'll cope, I'm sure. People talking in the bottom left about where they are. Do you know how well that's going to go for them? I actually haven't had a look at the gear that I've spawned with. Nothing is the answer. I have noticed that there's a few roaming zombies around. They don't appear to be in packs, they're just kind of one or two on their own. But they're obviously trying. Focus is on the standalone, of course, right now, rather than the mod. Which is fair enough. I am doing live commentary. This isn't pre-recorded, so anything could happen. I could die and have to restart. We'll just see. I also have no idea where I am, so I may die of starvation or dehydration. We'll just see what happens. Talking of the standalone, interviews with Rocket and video of the panel at PAX. It seems that they're focusing on what seems to be the most important thing with the standalone, and that's to stop the hacking. And that, I mean, it did ruin a couple of the times I was playing with friends, hackers coming in, or server admins abusing their power. It happens. But if they can fix that, that'd be good. It'd make the game a lot better. In my opinion, the other most important thing is that this is essentially a zombie game. You're surviving against zombies and other people, and the PvP aspect of this game has always been pretty cool. But they need to make zombies much more of a challenge. There needs to be more of them, they need to do more damage, you need to fear them. So, they need to work on that. Someone talking over global there. that buildings down there, or is that just the edge of the forest? Let's stand up and run, shall we? Oh, that's the edge of the forest, so let's continue in the direction I was heading to begin with, which is this way, I think. Let's get over the crest of this hill, see if we can see anything. Nope. Zigzag up here, shall we? The other main aspects of the standalone, or at least that's what I understood of what Rocket has said so far, is they're trying to make the aspect of survival a lot more in-depth and a lot more challenging. So for instance, you know, if you pick up a can of beans in this, you can just eat them, and that's that. In the standalone, you would need to disinfect them, otherwise you risk becoming infected. Not necessarily infected with the zombie virus, but, you know, infected with some kind of illness. Whatever that may be. I suppose a better way of putting it would be you would become sick. I want to stay in this open clearing for too long. There are buildings over there. Let's have a look. This is a veteran server, I should say, so even if I do head to somewhere where the loot should be pretty good, it may not be that great. What's that over there? Shrubs and bushes. Dem shrubs. Yeah, the other thing about the standalone, or the mod, that needs to be carried over to the standalone, is what really made this game thrilling and exciting, which was the overall sort of feeling of fear, the paranoia of being watched, that kind of, you know, at any moment someone could shoot me, I could lose everything, it could all be over. That's what really made this game great, and that really needs to be carried over, in my opinion. Let's have a look. All those trees are in the way. Oh, I'm desyncing apparently. I hope that's in global chat.
Friendly, friendly. I'm not even looking at you. I looked at what I put my back to you and you're shooting at me. Fuck you, you little cunt.
Oh, people are having fun. I thought that could have been indirect, but apparently not, because those two are arguing with each other. So I think it was in global. I'm gonna pull all of these. Look. Packs. I shall take one of those. Yes, one thing that Rocket and the team are working on really quite a lot is the UI, trying to make it more simple, easier to use, faster. Can I pick this up? Why isn't it? Crowbar, not exactly the best weapon. Oh, there's a compass. Oh god. At least you don't need to reload the crowbar. Move out of here, shall we? I'm not exactly being very stealthy, but I really kind of want to move through this pretty quickly, rather than trying to avoid detection. Stand up and run here. Alright.
Şerefsiz! İçindeki çocuk bir günah gibi!
Wow.
Bilal, oğlum geliyor! Seni çok seviyorum! Ne olur bir tanem!
God damn it. What the fuck? I think he's trying to piss people off or something. Ooh, there's a Lee Enfield there. And then, there we go. If I do that, will it? No, okay, it won't let me have that on my back with the axe out. Let's move out of here then. Not very many buildings in that town. Of course, that's something else that they're doing with the standalone, where most buildings will be enterable. So moving through a town, you could spend a lot more time going through buildings and having to search under objects for loot, that kind of thing. It should be pretty cool. Make it more of a challenge to find stuff. See, my temperature thing in the bottom right is red. I know what red means. Hot. Oh yes. Nice and hot. Perhaps I should stand up and run. What? Oh, it's a rock. It looked like a, a car or something. I've got the desync again. Anyway, weapons in the standalone. Let's talk about weapons. So Rocket has said that there aren't going to be as many weapons in the initial release of the standalone. I'd imagine that's because they're working on the weapons that will be released with it to make them as good as possible. Which I suppose is fair enough. I mean, as a keen marksman in Arma, I would quite like a sniper rifle or two to be in the game. Whether they're gonna keep the same type of weapons they had in this, or whether they're gonna update them. By update, I mean, you know, remodel some of them. For instance, the AS-50 is quite an old Accuracy International rifle. Is that right? Accuracy International? I think that's what the company's called. They make the, like, AX-50 now, which is, you know, slightly lighter and smaller, but it's still 50 caliber. Stuff like that. The Barrett M107, that's quite an old rifle. I mean, it's still in use, I think, by the US Army. But Barrett makes the, is it the M80 now? Which again, like the AX-50, it's smaller, lighter, and it's still 50 caliber. So, seeing some newer weapons in the game, updated weapons, would be cool. Obviously, weapons like that should be quite hard to find. You shouldn't be able to just come across them and take them, seeing as they're military-type weapons. You know, what'd be nice right now is a crash site. One can only hope. I don't recognize any of this. I played on Cherners quite a lot, to the point where I could know where I was going. And, oh, I have a compass. Fucking retard. Right, I was heading south. I thought I was heading inland, but south is back towards the coast, so massive fail there. Let's head northeast. Oh, I've got friends. It's a nice shot of my compass, isn't it? Let's try and line of sight this guy. I think it's only one that I have on me. Yeah, just one. Let's try and lose him in these trees. Anyway, the another aspect that Rocket is trying to work on is a bigger incentive to work in a group, or to, you know, try and reduce the kill on sight aspect of this game. He's doing that by, you know, putting in kind of more objectives. you know, if you have an objective, you're more likely to work in a team to achieve it, obviously. So putting in sort of underground bases that you can capture and hold, obviously on your own that's going to be quite difficult. In a group it'll be much easier. Therefore, there's a bigger incentive to work in a group and capture and secure and hold an underground base or a campsite. The problem with having a campsite and the group that I played this game with, we had a few, was that, well, they got raided quite a lot, and it was rather easy. The only way to stop that would be to have someone guarding it 24/7, but that was unlikely to happen. This is exciting, isn't it? Watching me run through a forest. It's a main road I've just run across. It appears to be heading southeast. And northwest. That's only this section. Anyway, the last few things about the standalone that I wanted to mention was the thrill of surviving. By that I mean, you know, surviving generally in this kind of situation, but also entering a situation that involves another player trying to kill you and coming out of it alive. Was always a massive adrenaline rush, at least for me. And that's what really made this game pretty awesome. The challenge of surviving, you know, that needs to be carried over as well. And I think it will be. Looking at, you know, what Rocket is doing, like I mentioned earlier with having to disinfect things. They've already put into this, into the mod, the fact that you have to boil water. If you just drink it straight out of a lake, you know, you can become sick. What would be cool, actually, is if you had to kind of filter out crap. I mean, if you just take some water out of a still lake, it's not going to be clear. It's going to be filled with kind of mud, bird shit, leaves, silt, sand. And, you know, you could filter that through a sock, a t-shirt. It'd be a little bit clearer then, and then you could boil it, and that reduces your chances of becoming sick from drinking it. There's a petrol station over there. Oh, I hope I'm not at star 8. No, I don't think this is. Good. At least I hope not. The reason I say that is people have been saying in Global that they're near here. I'll have to keep moving and see. Sit and watch this for a little bit. Again, a town like this, I don't really want to hang around, so I'm gonna run in and loot it as quickly as possible and lose any friends that I make. Oh, there's a guy sat in here. So look, nope. Really what I need now is a supermarket. It would be useful if I knew where I was. Because then I could know where the nearest supermarket is. Forcing me onto the road here. This isn't good. This is not good. There's nothing up there. The barn over there, I'm gonna hit that in a minute. I saw one of those long, thin barns in this direction, so I'm gonna go over there first. Again, if I really knew my way around this map like I used to, I've forgotten it all though, I'd be able to know where this named area is. There's a little in there. That's, oh, someone's put a tank trap there. Well, considering I don't have any ammo, if there is a person in here, I am completely and utterly fucked. Pile of wood. Don't want that. When I joined this server, it was a little bit populated. I don't know what it's like now. I'm not gonna pause and press P though. That would just be inviting someone to shoot me. Oh, pulling again. One thing that I forgot to mention was in one of the dev blogs recently, they showed what they were doing with the zombie pathfinding and how zombies will chase you in a better way. They'll be closer to you, they'll be faster, and they'll... What's he doing? He's just crawling around. And they'll be harder to lose. You know, now with this pathfinding, I could run over objects or around buildings, and lose them pretty easily. Let's go into this barn here, and I think we'll move off. There's a crossbow. What's that? A razor? I assume that's a junk item. It doesn't have much of a use. And I think I'm about to be trapped in here. Toilet paper. Again, another junk item. There's not much over there, so I'm going to try and not break my legs. And I'm bleeding. I've got zombies after me, though. Oh! Jumped out of the barn. Right, stop here. I'm going to try and bandage. Success. Let's move off. Not a great village for loot, though. There's a little building here. Right, well... I think that shall be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts, whether you like the commentary or not, whether you prefer videos without it. And I shall catch you next time.